Hello everybody, welcome back. Hazard here bringing the video, and today we're going to be going over some World War II information and news. And basically what happened is the huge leak went out today, or it was late last night, and I got all kinds of information for you. So if you do not want to hear any spoilers of anything that could be in the game before the game comes out, go ahead and click off this video. I'm going to go ahead and give you a second to do so, and we'll be back in just a second. Alrighty, so now for all the people that are sticking around and wanting to watch the video, I appreciate you, and we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. So with the weapons, we got a lot to talk about today, but we're starting off with the weapons. We have almost every gun that is gonna be in the game. I'm pretty sure there could be a few more here and there, maybe them classified weapons, but we're gonna have to wait and see until the actual release of the game. But for now, this is the most accurate thing that we have, so let's get started. With the assault rifles, we have the M1941, which is the semi-auto assault rifle that came in late in the beta, and people thought it had a lot of potential, but it didn't really hold up to it just because of the fact that its damage was pretty weak compared to the rest of the guns, especially the STG. So then we have the M1 Grand, the STG-44, the M1A1 Carbine, the FG-42, and the BAR. So the BAR we seen a little bit before the release of the beta, but it wasn't actually in the beta, and that kind of upset me a little bit. I was wanting to use it, but you know, it is what it is. And then the FG-42 we didn't see at all that I know of, and I remember using it in World at War, and it was a beast then, so hopefully it's going to stay a beast in this game. Now we're going to move over to the SMGs. We got, now a lot of these guns you're going to recognize from the beta, so if you recognize it, yeah, you're probably going to. We got the PPSH, the Type 100, MP28, which I believe was the waffle gun. We have the grease gun, the Thompson, and the MP40, which the MP40 we didn't really get to see at all, and I'm really excited to see that, so yeah. Now we're talking about LMGs. I personally didn't use LMGs, so I couldn't tell you if they were all in the game or not, but there's 4 of them. It is the Lewis, the MG15, the Bren, and the MG42. Now, I remember using the Bren in one gameplay, but that's it. So I know for a fact that Bren was in the beta, but like I said, the rest of them I have no idea. Now going to the snipers, we have the Lee Enfield, the Carabin, the M19 Springfield, the Commonwealth, the Car 98K, and the SVT-40. Now the Car 98 is going to be making a return. Not really a surprise there, we kind of all figured that, but I'm excited to be using it again, and I hope you guys are too. Now we have shotguns. We have the Walther Toggle Action, the Winchester 1897, the M30 Luftwaffe Drilling, and the Winchester Model 21. Now with shotguns, I really hope that they're getting a nerf, especially with the incendiary rounds thing. That was ridiculous on Point Du Hoc, but you know, we lived it and we learned, so hopefully they do get a little bit of a nerf, but I definitely want them to still be viable in game because a lot of the shotguns in recent Call of Duties have not been. Now we're going into the secondaries, the pistols, stuff like that. So starting off with the pistols, we have the P08 Luger, which is the German pistol that everyone had in the beta to start, and then later on they released the next gun, which is the M1911. We have the machine pistol and the M712. I don't remember if the machine pistol was actually in the beta or not, but I think it's going to be a beast, so I really hope so. And the M7, we're gonna have to wait and see. Now we have launchers, which is there's only 2, and pretty sure that there's not going to be that many more of them. Launchers are usually only like 2 or 3 anyway. But it's the M1 Bazooka and the Panzerschreck, which kind of assume that one's German, one is American. You know, that's what it is. And then we actually have a melee weapon in the files of the game, which is a shovel. So that means that kind of leads towards we're gonna have different melee weapons and stuff available to us through supply drops, stuff like that. Now the maps, like I said, we have a lot of descriptions for the maps. Some of them we don't. A lot of them just kind of all over the place with the maps, but we're gonna go over them. If you don't want to hear about the maps, you can skip a little bit forward in the video, but this is gonna take a minute, so guys, bear with me. So the first map we have leaked to us is Aiken. Of course, we played that in the beta. That's obviously going to be in there. We have a new map called U-Turn, which, with a name like U-Turn, I expect it to be fighting in the streets, maybe a bridge, something like that. At least that's in my opinion. We have Point du Hoc, which is the trench map that we played in the beta, and a lot of people had mixed feelings about that map just because how the trenches were, and a lot of people use shotguns and stuff like that. I personally like the map. Then we have a new map called Flak Tower, which it's German flak tower overlooking the skies above Berlin. Frenetic, close range battles from end to end. So it's going to be a close quarters map, and I'm really excited that I think that Aiken wasn't really it wasn't one of my favorite maps at all. I actually kind of hated the map, and it was a longer range, meant for snipers and LMGs. So it's good to have another close quarters map. We have Arden's Forest, which is the snow map from the beta. A lot of people like that map. I personally loved it. I thought everything just ran smooth on it. So we all know about that one. And of course, Gibraltar, which is another one of the beta maps that we all know about. Now this next one doesn't actually have a name, but it does have a file name, and it's called Wolf's Lair. So that could be the name of the map, who knows? But what it is basically in the woods, it's Hitler's Eastern Front military headquarters. That's the description that it gave. So maybe fighting in the woods, something like that, with a couple bunkers around, kind of like what was it, Red Forest or something like that from Black Ops 3. I have no idea, to be honest. I haven't played that game in so long. Alright, the next map we have is Saint Mary du Mont, which is a furious battle across a war-torn French village, and it is going to be short and medium range gameplay. So it's going to be fighting through a village. We've seen these in other Call of Duties before, and hopefully it should be a good map. We have a new map called Gustav Cannon, which its code name or file name is Cannon Farm. So yeah, I don't really know what to make of that. Maybe y'all can help me out there in the comments. Then we also have a map called Keratin, which is its description was literally a description of the Battle of Keratin, which was in World War II between airborne forces of the United States Army and the German Wehrmacht. I don't really know how to say that. Sorry. in the battle of Normandy. So maybe it's a Normandy map. I have no clue what to expect of it, but yeah, that's what it is. So this next map has me really excited, and for good reason, I think. It's called USS Texas. It's a battleship. So if y'all have played Black Ops 2 and played the map Carrier, I imagine it's going to be a lot like that, and I really like maps like that. So let's hope that it's somewhat similar to Carrier, but also something different. The last two maps that we have are London Docks and Paris. And London Docks, for some reason, I feel like it might be one of the nighttime maps, and then we have Paris, which I imagine is just going to be like another Aiken sort of thing, where we're just kind of out in the open, buildings everywhere, shooting at people. I don't really know. So now we have, we're moving on to the next part of the video, and we're going to be going over the war mode. There's two more maps that have been added. One of them is called Operation Griffin, which that one is going to be escorting 3 tanks in total, and to win you have to get 2 tanks over to the other side, so you have room to mess up a little bit, and then the other team is trying to stop you, obviously. So that seems cool. Operation Breakout is the next one, and it is something about cannons and destroying cannons, stuff like that, just moving along, all that stuff. And actually there's another one called Operation Neptune, which is capture the 2 cliffside bunkers, escort the engineer to the 155mm artillery gun, and defend against the German counter-offensive. So you can make of that what you want, but war mode seems like it's ready to go up and be awesome. Now, of course, we are going to be talking about divisions. This, like I said, there's a lot of information, guys. Divisions, the ranking for divisions they go to the max level of 8, and they have 4 prestiges: enlisted, expert, master, and grandmaster. Gives you a little bit more incentive. You're wanting to go for the grandmaster on all your divisions. It's going to be awesome. So it just gives you a little bit more time to level up, and that way you don't get too bored of one division or another. And finally, we have a 6th and final division, and it is going to be called Cavalry. Now, I don't know what you guys think about Cavalry, or think about when you hear Cavalry. Me personally, I think of someone that has a sword, probably from Battlefield 1. They do that rides on a horse, and I really don't think they're gonna put a horse in this game, and I really hope they don't. But maybe like a Commando Pro or something like that, which I really don't want that either. But it's a little bit better than having a horse. So whatever you think of Cavalry, what do you think of? Let me know in the comments. And thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy and you learned something new, maybe excited for this game like I am, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this has been Hazard. I'll see you guys.